Yo, I just ran into a whole bunch of luck. I don't know what the hell happened. We're live. I don't know what the hell's going on. This shit is bugging the day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if they can hear me. My shit just spinning over here.
You sound good though.
Yeah, I can dig that, but my screen is froze. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh man, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We having a little technical difficulty here. Hold on 1 second. I don't know if you guys actually let me go to the actual video so even if they hear me talking, because I don't care about the screen. The screen spinning. Hold on, let me turn it up. My shit here is froze too, I think.
We having a little technical difficulty.
Oh no, I'm good on another page, so fine, fuck it, I'm streaming. So forget it, spin it. I don't care. We're live, they can hear me. Doesn't really matter. All right. Let me turn I can't this my other page is froze. Don't worry about it. So anyway, I'm with my man today, all day. So we had Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. We had their E3 2016s. So we're gonna go by Nintendo first. We're gonna start with Nintendo's, Microsoft, and Sony, or Nintendo, Sony, then Microsoft. We're gonna start with Nintendo first. The reason why I'm not saying EA, Bethesda, or Ubisoft, even though those conferences, I don't really care for Bethesda's games, but those games are coming to the platforms that we're talking about right here. So first, I'm gonna start with Nintendo. Let me get your opinion. What did you think about Nintendo's conference?
I just thought, man, I watched the conference. I saw the Zelda push and I saw the Pokemon stuff. The Zelda. It looked all right. It just wasn't enough, man. It was highly disappointing. I didn't get to see anything else they're offering for the current platform or the next. Besides Zelda, but just lackluster, man. It was just they should have just did a digital thing and just left it alone, man. They shouldn't even showed up, man. They didn't show up to fight. Marketing wasn't there, so I'm good on that, man.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, and I'm gonna be real because Nintendo still has some fans out there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, I don't know. I'm not knocking what you like, but how do you come to the big dance with only 2 games? A handheld, a Pokemon game,
Man.
and Zelda. You come to E3 with 2 games.
2 games.
And if I'm not mistaken, that Zelda's coming to the NX and the Zelda U also?
Yes, it is. It's going to be both.
Okay. How do you even, how should I say this? How do you, Jesus. Microsoft or Sony couldn't have gone away to come to E3 with 2 games, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody would have boycotted immediately.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the comment section. You know what I mean? Because they are all into. And they listen. Why do you motherfuckers give Nintendo a pass? Fuck that. Y'all about to get this work. Oh, right. You motherfucking Nintendo, motherfucking Wii U. But listen, man, fuck that. How do you have any faith in this company whatsoever? They came to fucking E3 with 2 fucking games. The NX comes out in March. We have a release date for that system. We don't. You tell me you ain't got no games to show for the system whatsoever. The goddamn system comes out in March.
With nothing, you're gonna have a bunch of bloatware. That's all they're gonna have.
Like, come on. Like, at the end of the day, man, I was just telling you off the air. I'm not. My Nintendo days are over. You know what I mean? They're over. Whenever I gotta have a list of demands for me to give you my money, I'm done with it. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for you to have God of War or Killzone on your platform, something that's impossible. I'm just asking you for the basic things, the necessities. You know what I mean? I'm asking you for the necessities. You know what I mean? I'm not asking you like the other day. I'm just asking you to have voice chat mandatory in every game. I'm asking you for an internet port, so when I play fighters on your console, I don't have to worry about lag or whatever the case may be. I'm asking you, to have game invites mandatory for all your games. I'm asking you to be able to live stream to Twitch on your platform. You understand what I'm saying? Like, whenever you gotta have, like, I just came to the realization whenever I have to have a list of demands, for me to give you my money, I don't need to spend my money with your console. And Nintendo still has not got it. I remember, like I said, on BGST, bro, we were talking about this, and I was giving Nintendo the benefit of the doubt. I said, they've been in business for 100 years. Their back is against the wall. They don't have no choice but to come out there swinging this generation or whatever the case may be. And they still don't fucking get it.
They got their lunch took. And my thing is, 2016, man, I would love to see Nintendo in a more advanced state. Like, it would be cool to say if Nintendo was on par with Microsoft and Sony, dealing with all the features, the online play. I mean, they can almost dominate if they took, some of the stuff they did with the GameCube. Just have a standard console, fucking plain standard console. In this day's technology, they be winning.
Mm-hmm.
They can do so much, and they choose to do nothing. And I don't understand. How do you feel comfortable walking into a press meeting before E3? So what do we guys? So, all right, let's go. I mean, how do you feel comfortable as a business bringing something so underdeveloped, something so minimal to a big stage like that? We all eating steak, and you bring one piece of corn. I don't get it.
If anybody listen, I'm just being real. They showed Pokemon. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, even the same thing I'm gonna give them the Microsoft shit about their Minecraft shit though. But I'm gonna say it again. E3 is for the hardcore. It's not for the casual gamers. You know what I mean? We take our work to see this shit. We don't want to see the Minecraft. We don't want to see the Pokemons. We don't want to fucking see Wonder Book from Sony. We want to see the meat and the potatoes. You know what I mean? And I think I really like the shit that Nintendo pulled. It really was a slap in the gamer's face and into their fans. You know what I mean? That stuck by the Wii U or whatever the case may be. For them not to bring their console there, to talk about their console, and to show up with a 3DS game and one goddamn game, like everything's all right. Yeah, we got this within control. Like, they are fucking delusional. That company needs to be fucking done. Like, I'm just saying, man. It reminds me of a fighter, like Muhammad Ali when he fought way past his prime, when he fought Muhammad Ali and Trevor. Larry Holmes and Trevor Burbick. Like, though, like, he couldn't even defend himself. And this just reminds me of with Nintendo. Like, you're ruining your legacy at this point. Like, you don't need to be there. I'm just, if anybody there was happy about the shit that they saw from Nintendo and not going to give them shit, I blame you guys, because that's the reason why Nintendo doesn't have
that's what they do.
An incentive to get better, because you guys allow them to sit there and do the dog shit. You know what I mean? Who the fuck comes to E3 with 2 games?
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if those games that they have don't appeal to me, but who the fuck comes to the big dance with 2 games? No third party support.
They like Crackhead Willie, man.
Yeah. But you guys, I'm looking at some of these companies. I'm just gonna bring up, like, come on. So you can justify buying a console for one goddamn game. They came to E3 with one fucking game, and a handheld game. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Right.
Like, stop it.
Even if you're not a fan of Nintendo, one game does not justify anything.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. And it was crazy as hell. It was just confirmed that NX will be strong enough to run fucking Just Dance. Somebody was an article reading this shit. I'm like, that fucking, like, is that bad now for Nintendo? They said they confirmed that the NX was powerful enough to run Just Dance.
Oh, man.
I don't know if the editor was trolling or what, bro, but I was like, yo, I'm done. Done. I'm done, man. Only so, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like, if you continuously sit there for the bullshit and not call them out, they don't have any incentive to get better. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's bad. They trying to get I'm looking at this motherfucker named Sass H. Bullshit, Zaire. They said they only have Zelda, but that's bad. But they try to get the NX right, man. How the fuck are they trying to get the NX right if they're not showing it to us so we can get the crowd's reaction?
Right.
Hey, bro, stop it with the fucking damage controls. Stop it. Listen, there's no need for that shit. Nintendo's not cutting you a check. And listen, first of all, I do. You always watch my videos, and I'm not trying to disrespect you or put you on the spot, but you look silly as hell right now. You know, just
Trying to defend that shit, man.
like you're bugging, bro. You talking about they came to E3 with one fucking game, bro. I'm 38 years old. I don't want to fucking play Pokemon. That shit does not interest me whatsoever.
They said fuck you, man. They said fuck you to the gamer, man.
Somebody
how
trying
can you be cool with that?
How do you know they're trying to get the NX right? Have you seen the NX? Do you know what the graphics capability? We don't know shit about the system.
Nope.
The system comes out in next year in March. Before this, we know more about the Scorpio than we do the fucking NX. We know more about the Neo than we do about the fucking NX.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like this, you gotta stop that shit, man.
I was listening to a lot of podcasts and a lot of stuff months and months before E3, and every fucking blogger, every podcast was saying the same thing. Nintendo has to show something at E3. If they don't show anything, they're done. Period. They have to come with something, and they didn't come with anything. So
yeah, but but it is what it is, man. But we're gonna move on from Nintendo. So let's see what you want to talk about. Microsoft and Sony. All right. So Sony had their we can do Microsoft. Microsoft had their conference. Give me your highs and your lows about Microsoft's conference.
My highs was definitely.
Give me your lows first. Give me your lows.
Okay, give me the lows. I would say I didn't see Crackdown. That was one of my biggest lows. Another low for me is I didn't see any fresh new IP except that happy whatever game. If they would have gave me like a couple of them, they would have been.
Yeah, but that's that's an indie though. But that's cool. A multi.
Yeah, but but the low points. They started off with hardware, and they ended with hardware. I didn't like that too much.
Oh, okay.
I would rather them. I just feel like it should have like. Oh man, that was my lows. We'll discuss it later, but those were my lows. I didn't like the lack of fresh IPs. I didn't like that. I just felt like I was watching the same E3 from last year, and that's what kind of upset me.
Okay.
But I was still excited. So.
And so, what was your highs of the show for Microsoft?
I think Forza Horizon, man, that shit looked. Whew.
Yeah,
nigga, I can't wait to hop in that shit, man. It looks so good, so buttery smooth. The drop in and drop out game co-op, just everything about that game. Scalebound had to be number 2. The Xbox S, man. Oh man, it looks really nice. Like I'm gonna get it. Hands down, I'm gonna get it. Like it's a beautiful console. I want to put that in my entertainment center.
It's also more capable console. Also, it's gonna be upscale every game to 4K
with the HDR.
Yeah, the HDR gaming. You be the upscale. According to Rod Ferguson, slightly beefier CPU and GPU, and you be able to upscale everything to 4K with this console. You know what I mean?
Oh, and like I tell all my homies on the Xbox and everyone that I run into, all my gamer geeks, the Xbox One original controller was slippery as fuck. I told them from the beginning, and they added the grip in the back to the streamlined edition controller, so I'm happy about that. The design. How'd you feel about the design labs? How'd you feel about that? And do you want it for your Elite?
Yeah. So that was my question. There, will you be able to, design the Elite controls? That was my question because I'm gonna leave it the hell out right now. To be honest with you, and speaking of Elite, the Gears of War controller, I'm not happy with that price tag. Asking $200. Yeah, I'm good. $200 for that damn thing. I don't, I mean, I don't. Don't like I said, Microsoft, don't Jew me down. Don't piss the wallet, bro. I understand, but that's $50 more than the Black Elite because they got a Gears of War, stick on it. Like don't do me like that. Don't do your loyal fans like that. I do understand it has some new Bluetooth technology or whatever in the case, but come on, still $200. Yeah, you buzzing with that shit there, man. We're talking about Bluetooth is a very, 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 very old technology. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey, matter of fact, you see half of the people in the streets and in public places with regular headphones with a mic. So people went backwards. Yeah, don't do that.
But I'm gonna start from the beginning. My lows for Microsoft conference was the Minecraft shit And
Ah,
the Minecraft, and they spent more time on the indies than they did the actual meat and potatoes to me playing,
yeah,
get Gears of War, Fours, or even I mean Scalebound.
right.
I've said this and I'm gonna say it again, and I should get a lot of slack for this, but you see, Sony didn't bring any E3. I'm sorry, any indies to E3.
No.
Um, I don't have a problem with indies, but indies to me do not deserve a seat at the big stage. You know what I mean? We here to see
Hmm.
the Michael Bays, the Transformers, the big explosion.
Big, yeah.
That's my opinion. They bring that
Yeah.
motherfucker, that mixed beam motherfucker up there every year. Talking with his, I hate that shit, man. Get his ass out of there. I had a meltdown last year at E3, and the same thing with the indies. Stop. You don't have to do it. Well, Sony's doing anything. Don't worry about. That's my thing about Microsoft. Some this they're waking up now because Phil's popping shit now, but they lost their identity. Stop worrying about what Sony's doing. Stop trying to mimic what Sony's doing, and just because they have the audience right now, do what you do. Make
Right.
your path. You know what I mean?
Right.
Listen, Gamescom is coming up in a month and a half, so I'm gonna give them a pass a little bit,
Right.
but not show anything new. I know, understand they do have to. Microsoft always has a big announcement at Gamescom. Since I've noticed since 2014, with since the Xbox One appeared, they have always had a big game that they showed off at Gamescom. So like I said, I do realize that's a month and a half now. So I'm looking to see something new at Gamescom. But getting back to E3, like I said, my lows of this show for Microsoft was the fact that they spent too much time on the indies and that Minecraft shit. I wasn't happy with that at all.
Yeah.
The highs. I now listen. Originally, I wasn't really not saying I wasn't too thrilled about the Xbox S because I already have an Xbox One. I'm just being real. I'm just being practical. You don't get me wrong. Us gamers, we like our little gadgets and shit, but that's for me. I don't really have company. You know what I mean? It looks nice on my entertainment assistant or whatever. But if it wasn't offering anything new, I wasn't going to buy one. So now I'm hearing I can upscale all my games to 4K resolution, and it also a Blu-ray player, a 4K Blu-ray player.
The Ultra, right?
Yeah, Ultra HD. It is a Blu-ray 4K player. So yeah, cool. I'm going to buy one now. Gears of War to me looked fucking phenomenal. Now with the stage environment, the wind, and I think that was dope. They were blowing, they were sticking to the screen. Like I thought, that was dope. You know what I mean? Now you can stab them. It's a little brutal. You know what I mean? It's kind of cheesy with the one line of, "Hey, come here. Let me help you with your game." I thought that shit was kind of whack. But the game, looked to me, it looked dope. I like how they fucking pushed I don't know what the fuck it was, a turret. They pushed it over and they was shooting. The wind was blowing. They shot the fireballs and blew up and it blew the fire back on them.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was epic. Of course, I've been talking about Scalebound since they showed the shit off at
It looks a lot better than it has before.
Oh man, it's more polished now. You know what I mean? So like I said, I've been talking about that for ever in a day. So you know what I mean? I was a little let down. We didn't see anything. Go sit down. You let me close them. Go sit down. I was a little let down. They didn't, like I said, they didn't show any Crackdown or whatever the case may be. So I was a little let down by that. But to me, like I was said before, and I say it again. They had to show something about the Scorpio to let their fans know, listen, we got something on the way. We're competing. We hear you guys. And they did fucking deliver. They said the most powerful console ever. And to you Sony fans out there, or whatever the case may be, because this generation's been all about power. We all know that, who got the most power. It hasn't really been about the game. Now you guys are trying to switch your narrative and talk about it's all about the game. But Microsoft been continually giving us AAA exclusives.
Right. Like I said, I wasn't too excited about all the games because I'm not because I don't want them. It's because I've already seen them. But at least we're getting them, most of them this year.
Yeah, Recore. I'm ecstatic about that. That's another goddamn game. But now the Sony thing. Well, Sony's going to go back. It doesn't work like that. Okay, you can't go back and these chips and stuff are already set in stone.
It's already bought. Yeah.
R&D to make sure the goddamn console doesn't overheat. You can't just go by and flick the switch and say, you know what? I'm gonna take out this 2540p9. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna put a slap in a 550x times Z. You don't know if that shit's gonna overheat or nothing. Like this goes a lot into making a console. You just can't say, you know what? my competition is slightly more powerful. If that's the case, Microsoft would have changed the specs on the Xbox
A
One.
long time ago.
You know what I mean? When they came out, at E3 2013, when they realized Sony was more powerful, whatever the case may be, Microsoft would have changed the specs then. You know what I mean? But you can't just all of a sudden say, you know what, I'm gonna flip the switch and no. The new one, all that shit, the system comes out in September, October, is already in production. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it can't just, for those of you that ever say they should go back, Microsoft showed their hand to it. Now Sony's going to change it. No, it doesn't work like that. But anyway, I'm satisfied with Recall. Beautiful. Of course, like I said, Forza Horizon looked amazing. I'm not a big Forza Motorsport fan.
But that would get you in it.
Yeah, but I like Horizon. I like. I don't really care for simulation racers. I like 90 around the corner. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But like I said, and again, it looked amazing to me. I can't wait to play Forza Horizon.
CFDs, I felt like I know, and I would, and like I said, any game you play with your friends is going to be fun. I don't care if you're playing Pong. But CFDs, I think it's a party game. It takes more people to tango to have some fun. So I wasn't too excited about it. The gameplay didn't really intrigue me as much. So,
I don't care for Sea of Thieves. It's not much. I don't really care for rare games, to be honest with you, period. I don't like the art style. But again, I'm not knocking those that like it. Listen, I'm an Xbox fan. Everything that Microsoft makes, I'm not gonna like. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, also too, I like the clubs. I thought that was dope.
That was cool.
Yeah, I like that. That was dope. You know what I mean? I think that was ill. And so you weirdos out there saying that Microsoft doesn't have the Xbox doesn't have any exclusives. When you can buy their game, when you can buy their game on the Sony or on the Nintendo, then I'm a console dude. If you're not able to buy this game in Steam, so I don't. If that's your question, for those of you saying that the Xbox doesn't have any exclusives, is Smash Brothers an exclusive? I can play that on my Wii U, and I can also play it on my 3DS, but that's still exclusive, right? Like you guys need to stop with the bullshit. I don't play on PC. I play on consoles. I'm a console dude. If Microsoft want to put their own intellectual property in their own store to run on their own OS, what is the fucking deal? You need Windows 10 to play them, motherfucker. You have to buy it from the Windows 10 store. My Xbox One is a Windows 10 device.
It's still exclusive.
What the fuck is the problem with you guys? Like, stop it. Like, some of this shit right here, like I said, I'm really about to unsubscribe from this console war shit, because this shit here, it's not even fun. This shit right now is getting a little fucking silly to me. Like, you motherfuckers ain't making no sense. But other than that, like I said, I like the fact that they came out and they talked about the Scorpio, and I'm ecstatic for that right there. Now, going to Sony's 83. Give me your lows first, and then give me your highs.
My lows was probably Crash Bandicoot. I don't want to see that piece of shit, man. I don't give a fuck about Crash Bandicoot. He was garbage back then. I mean, because everybody, when that came out, we was playing Mario 64, and that was cracking. So my lows was Crash Bandicoot and Skylanders, and some of the VR was kind of lackluster. My highs, I would say, I don't know, honestly, man. I'm a big Sony studio guy when it comes to Santa Monica Studios and Naughty Dog and all like that. But God of War, man, really stole the show for me. Wow. God of War. I mean, I know a lot of people complaining. I kind of felt weird about that camera angle. It looks like, a third person over the shoulder. I like it. I like it. It feels more. It feels like it'll be more up close, more personal.
Yeah.
My second, Spider-Man, bro. When I see Spider-Man, I kind of see the deal. That sealed the fucking deal for me.
Yeah.
That's gonna be lit as fuck. So my thing is, and I heard rumors that they were gonna show Red Dead Redemption 2 at the end, but they pulled it last minute to put, and they replaced it with what's that? Days Gone?
Yeah. I heard a little something. I'll wait till my go about that, but I'll wait till.
So if they would have ended it with that, Sony would have had. I mean, the release dates, that's an issue, but at the same time, at least I know the games I care about are coming. Yeah. So that's what I'm excited.
Okay. All right. For me, the lowest part of Sony's conference to me was the Lego shit they showed. The Crash Bandicoot, I don't care for that. Never did. Spiral and Dax, I'm not into that shit.
Now wait, do you think that they showed the multiplat, that Lego game for just to buy time?
Yeah, so it's multiplayer. You know, it's like
Yeah,
same way
I
they
don't
say.
understand why they showed it.
Well, I mean, they had. I mean, the same way Microsoft probably showed. What's that? Final Fantasy is a multiplayer.
Oh,
And
sure.
second, you know, what I mean, it is what it is. I don't care for Lego. Whether they had to deal with Lego or something to advertise the game on stage. Like to me, that game didn't fit for that time. Like it didn't. You know what I mean? But I equated it to the same thing as Microsoft showing that Minecraft shit and then fucking Israel. All of the VR stuff, I'm glad I didn't see No Man's Sky. I'm tired of looking at that shit. The game doesn't fucking appeal to me. I don't want it. I don't give a fuck about it. But I'm happy that shit didn't. I've been seeing No Man's Sky since 2013. I don't want to see that shit anymore. So the lows for me for Sony was some of the VR stuff I'm not really interested in. The Lego shit and the Crash and the Skylanders shit. Like I don't care about that stuff whatsoever. Right. I could have went without. But the highs of Sony show, of course, all you guys have been rocking out with me. You guys know that I'm a God of War fanboy. I don't even know if that's still God of War, but even if that's not Kratos, whatever, I don't care. I have a new God of War, and I'm happy with that. I like the new art style. I like the new direction. I've been telling you guys there, even though Sony didn't officially say, have the Neo or show the Neo. Those games you saw today from Sony, if you have a PlayStation 4 at home, do you think your PS4 can achieve those type of visuals? If you could, there would be no reason for a Neo or a fucking Scorpio. You know, those games were running quote unquote on the Neo. But God of War looked fucking fabulous. It did. Yes, oh my God.
It looks so great.
And you know what? What I got from this God of War game here, I feel as though I can connect with the character because he showed the softer side of Sears.
Yeah, so just a belligerent asshole from Little
Yeah, he had his son, and before the old Kratos, if he got shot with the arrow, he would have fucking pulled the axe out on his son and probably circumcised him right there on the street. You know what I mean? I like the fact that he showed that he has compassion, he has a heart. You know, when his son took down the deer, that he went to him and and took the knife and he finished the deer off or whatever the case may be. I thought that shit was dope. I would like to see more of the story, the backdrop behind it. What would happen, or is this the same Kratos, or is he reincarnated? There's a lot of questions.
I think it's a Nordic version, like with dragons. Yeah.
I kind of knew, but I knew that they would have to go in a different direction besides the Greek mythology because she killed Zeus.
He killed him off.
Yeah, and the Nordic thing here, I think it's more like Thor and those guys like that, if I'm not mistaken. Right. But like I said, I even like it looks like The Last of Us. I like the camera. I do it. To me, it looks good. It looks like a next generation God of War, and I'm happy and I'm ecstatic for that. Moving on from that, Horizon Zero Dawn. To me, that looked fucking epic also. Now, listen, my only little concerns, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here, is that Guerrilla Games track record, they don't make fun games. They make pretty games, they don't make fun games. But I'm going to be honest, thus far, this game here looks fucking fantastic. Now, again, ask yourself, riddle me this. If you think your PS4, your vanilla PlayStation 4 can achieve those type of visuals, then there will be no need for a Scorpio or a fucking PlayStation 4 Neo. That, again, was running in Neo mode. You know what I mean? Like I've said before, was told of me going forward, everything that they show from now on is going to be running in said Neo mode. And it shows better. Instead of the same thing when Microsoft or Sony show off Call of Duty better, they show you the PC version on stage. Now they're just going to be showing you their more powerful console version. You know what I mean? Talking about 6 teraflops, and again, that's a lot of power. Just even with Microsoft, or even with Sony, 4 teraflops or whatever 400 change in a closed environment. You know what I mean? That whole 4 teraflops can be dedicated to gaming. And what it is with far as with PCs, you know what I mean, and teraflops is that you have a whole OS. You understand? Windows is a system hog. You know what I mean? So it eats up a lot of the. It's an open platform. It eats up a lot of the resources. So we're talking about 4 teraflops in a closed environment. You see the level of detail with Horizon Zero Dawn. I like when she stuck on. I don't know if it was her javelin inside the fucking deer, turned him into a bull. And started riding him. I thought that was dope. I hope it plays well in the scope. I hope it's not too difficult to pull that shit off. And you know what I mean? Sometimes they can be too ambitious and be a little over the top. Like, God damn, hold up. You know what I mean? But it looked beautiful. It really. I didn't mind seeing the game again. Even though I saw it last year, so I didn't mind. But to me, it looked fucking breathtaking. What's the other one? The Last Day or the last? What's that? The
Days Gone.
Days Gone. Another
Mm-hmm.
game looked beautiful. Now,
Yeah.
again, I'm gonna say this the same thing again. You see all those fucking the level of detail in the game, the draw distance. You see all those fucking enemies running down the thing. Normally when you get Sony systems, you don't have that many enemies on screen, and not a big bottle slowdown.
Right.
That again was running there, and the game looks beautiful. It looks different. I will give
Yeah.
Sony credit. That's their strong suit, and that's one thing I want. If Microsoft can adapt that there too, and open the checkbook, you know what I mean, and start, bringing out new or fresh ideas and IPs and stuff. That is Sony's strong suit. People look at Microsoft as online shooter racer. You know what I mean? People look
Right.
at Sony as story driven games. And I love
Right.
me a story driven game. I'm just being
Right.
honest. That's another game to day one pretty look fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Um, I
I
can't
think
wait.
it kind of annihilates Last of Us though. I don't know if I can see two at the same time.
Two different studios. They don't give a fuck. They
Yeah,
don't give a fuck. They don't
I
give a
know.
fuck. Two different studios. They gonna do what they do. It's like, I mean, zombies. I guess that's the happening thing. It could have been fucking Ghost Runner out that goddamn cargo train. I wouldn't. The game looks fucking dope.
Yeah, it
I
looks
can
dope.
give.
Yeah.
I'm not giving whatever the enemy is. I don't care. As long as the game is fun, I don't give a fuck about it. That looked amazing too. Now what's my man? What's the creators from Metal Gear? What's his name? Now that game right there, I don't know what the fuck the game's about. He showed a guy, butt naked guy with a baby. Automatically, I was turned off like you fucking freak.
You can,
I don't know what the fuck was that about, bro. You know what I mean?
and people keep on. I mean, to me, I think they could have did with or without him, and he would never make the show at all.
Yeah,
The
I
show
don't know
still would
what
have
the
been
fuck that
good.
game was about. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it a fucking Tetris game?
Yeah, I don't know. And you
and-
probably won't see that game till like 2018, 2020. So
Yeah. I mean, Skip. Again, what the fuck is that game about? You know what I mean? I'm a
Yeah, I
whole
don't know.
judgment there, but I was a little turned off by the butt naked man and the baby disappeared and turned into a fish. Like, what the fuck is this here? That's some weird shit there, bro. But it's another new IP. But I would say this too about Sony. Sony's track record is they start off slow as far as exclusives, and they pick it up during the they pick it up, I guess, mid-strike as far as their exclusives. You know what I mean?
right.
But again, I'm interested. Now Detroit, not really interested in. I'm not a big Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls type player. It depends on what's out at that time if I pick it up or not. You know what I mean? But I'm not really that interested in those type of games. But I'm not knocking those that like it. Now to the VR again. I want you guys to think back to when they first showed this VR. We had Job Simulator, you had soccer robots, and the Bloodborne on the fucking roller coasters. And look at the games they showed us now. I've always said this. Go back, and the only way for VR to be successful is that it has to be adapted by third party in the multiplats. Not when you have to make these niche type titles for it, like because you bought Just Dance 1, are you really going to buy Just Dance 2 for another $60? You understand what I'm saying? And so are you going to buy Soccer Robots 2 for another $60? You know what I mean?
But how do you feel about using VR?
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it. You know what I mean?
No, what I was going to say is the VR experience, because I know that's a whole different type of thing.
I haven't tried any VR whatsoever. Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to get the Oculus Rift for the Xbox Scorpio because I'm one of those type of guys that have to have everything. I'm what you call the whale. I don't give a fuck. Like, use it once, you see that fucking VR headset hanging up behind me in the wall back there. I'm going to get it to try it to say, you know what? I got every gadget peripheral for my console. That's type of guy I've always been. When it came down to the mat for the NES and the Power Glove, I may reuse that shit twice, but it should be cool on my dresser. You know what I mean? I'm that type of dude. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, I'm not into those horror games. I don't want to be fucking scared. So I'm a little pissed off that
Resident Evil
is in first person. I'd rather have been in third person. I'm glad they're going stepping back from that karate Jackie Chan shit like they did in 6. I wasn't really feeling that shit there whatsoever. But I wish they would have been in third person. You know what I mean? I didn't enjoy it more. I think they're going after that PT feel after Silent Hill was, canned or whatever. Actually, you can play the demo right now on your PlayStation 4.
Cool.
Spider-Man, of course, fucking dope shit. Like, oh my god! I hope because I don't normally like superhero games. I think I don't even transform when they made that their movie. I think they're very cheesy. I think the Arkham series was so successful because it didn't have anything to do with the movie. It was just a good game, and I'm hoping it being an Insomniac or a top-notch developer. I hope they fucking really fucking nail it home with the Spider-Man game. I have high hopes for that game. Now I know the downside of Sony's conference, these games we're not going to probably see it until 2019, 2018 at the earliest. I get it, but again, as long as I know that they're coming and Sony's what they've been doing, depending back on multi-plats. I think I about mentioned everything. But to be honest, I'm gonna ask you your opinion. Who do you think won E3?
Oh man, this is a tough one. Jesus Christ. I was a little bit more excited for Sony, man. I mean, I have to call it how it is. I'm I love Microsoft. That's my, it's my day one. But I was slightly edged and slightly more excited for Sony.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna say this here. The hardware. I told you guys, I've been not saying I've been put over. Once this is the announcement of new hardware, I've been all about that. And I'm gonna be politically correct here. I think that both Microsoft and Sony did a good job. My down thing was Microsoft, and that was my thing going in. I don't want to see stuff that I already seen before. You know what I mean?
Right. That was my thing.
Yeah, that I already seen before. I'm glad they showed the Scorpio and announced that. It seemed like they roles reversed. Microsoft usually brings the games, and Sony talks about hardware. And this year, Microsoft bought the hardware, and Sony bought the goddamn games. But I'm gonna say this: at the end of the day, both camps, both the Sony guys and the Xbox guys, were happy. So I'd say the gamers won. And honestly, I'm not even trying to down because I like the fact that I got my Scorpio. You know what I mean? I like the fact that I got, but I'm just as happy about the Scorpio and about the game, my God of War stuff that I know that's coming from Sony. You know what I mean? So,
if you had to pick,
I can't. I've been kicking this shit back and forth in my head since fucking Monday, bro. I bullshit you not. And listen, I'm removing myself from the equation. Not even myself, but biases put aside here. I'm an Xbox dude. I make no calls about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But let me see. I'll play this. Because I like, it's not that I didn't like the Xbox game. I just knew that they were coming already. You know what I mean? But I liked it. So I liked the Microsoft announcement better than I did Sony. You understand what I'm saying? Because I am looking forward to this Scorpio. You know what I mean? Because being the Xbox dude, it's been rough for us getting our teeth kicked in. So it's really like in the day. That's why I just been saying like, hey, the gamers won. Sony guys are fucking happy with what they got. I'm not going to say, well, you guys are not getting your games in 2019. I know that they're fucking coming. Well, but I'm getting my Scorpio next. You know what I mean? And I got the Xbox S. So, bro, I'm going to say to the day that the gamers won, man. That we all fucking have something like what needs to come.
Except the weirdos.
You know what I mean. At the end of the day, I think that both sides did a good job on what they did. You know what I mean? That presentation that Microsoft at the end, that whatever fucking camera was it, a 4K camera? I was like, God, and it was talking about, and then like I told you before, the only way that VR is going to be successful is if it's adapted by third party. And now that let's say if you're looking on PC, those PC guys don't like to pay for shit, but they had a bunch of like Facebook games for the Oculus Rift. Now you've seen that Fallout. They were talking about bringing your mods. Now I don't care for Fallout at all, but now Fallout 4 is going to be compatible with the Oculus Rift now. So that was like, oh shit, that was no shit right there. You know what I mean? So
I got a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Okay, like I'm confused about this. Say the Play Anywhere thing. This is my thing. If so, you buy the game once on Xbox, you have it on PC, correct?
On Windows 10, yeah.
Windows 10.
Yeah.
Windows 10. So I think they didn't really touch on this, or maybe they did that in here. If I'm on my PC, on my Windows 10, and I want to play Gears with you, would I need a premium upgrade?
No, I don't think so.
Gold.
I don't think
so.
Play with you. And that and that is a good question there from Microsoft. Something they're going to stay with because they again that PC crowd. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't know if Microsoft doesn't get this. I'm not saying you don't have some hybrid players out there, gamers out there that may enjoy gaming on PC, and I
Mm-hmm.
have a very capable rig, very capable rig. But I like the community of my console. I
Yes.
never really got that over there at Steam. And I know with Windows 10, you get the whole Xbox Live thing. You talk to your friends on Xbox Live. I know that you can hook your PC up to your your TV and play it through the HDMI. But I think what Microsoft is trying to do is that they're going to get the PC market to buy their said hardware because with that 6 teraflop is going to be powerful than a lot of motherfuckers' rigs,
Yeah, they're
and
gonna.
games will be better optimized. So here's the thing with PC, especially with multiplats, why they run so bad on PC sometimes because you have 1,000 different iterations as far as
Right.
PC. You can have a Titan, I can have a 225p. You may have 25 gigs of RAM. I have 19 gigs of RAM. So you don't really know. But now with you have the Scorpio, you have 6 teraflops. You can code that game to the highest specs possible. Games are going to look better and run better most likely on the Scorpio, probably for $400. So you know what? Why go out and spend $1,000 on a rig? Well, even though I know with these new cars,
Right.
the cost is coming down, but you can get your very capable console, especially if Microsoft. As long as they split the server, enables mouse and keyboard support. As long as they make it separate in this then over their console, Microsoft's gonna try to get the PC guys to buy
Yes.
the Scorpio. But and again, it's not fair that they get to play Windows 10 and all that shit, Xbox Live for free, and us console guys don't. You know what I mean?
I still think it's gonna be a premium. I don't really think they're gonna let them do it for free. I think you can play it
They
offline
tried
or
that
something.
shit and it failed. The
Really?
PC because multiplayer is free on Steam.
That's true. Then what the fuck are we playing gold for then? You know what I mean? It's not fair.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. Unless Microsoft gets some real live heavy hitters,
Mm-hmm.
that's exclusive to that has multiplayer that they can, hey, if you want to play this game online, you got to get Xbox Live. Now
Yeah.
they bringing the heavy hitters, whether it's Halo and all that shit. Gears is coming day one. You know what I mean? So
So what do you think about the Red Dead rumors?
I'm not, be honest, bro. I'm not a big Red Dead fan.
No,
Nah,
but
I don't really care for Rockstar games. I'm not really big into those open world type games. There's too much going on. I
right.
like that. To be honest with you, my games of E3, we can go into this right now, but we get the hell out of here. My
Okay.
games at E3 was Injustice 2,
Oh hell yeah.
that Ghost Recon.
Mm-hmm.
Look, that fucking looking amazing. Injustice 2, that Ghost Recon, of course.
Mafia
PS4.
3, bro. Mafia 3 looks nice.
Yeah, Mafia. I didn't see it in E3. Who showed it at their press conference?
No, they didn't. I think.
Go sit down. I get you having the clothes on. I get it. Go sit your ass down.
I think was it IGN? I didn't see. I don't think they had a prep. Did they? I think they were just interviewing them, and then they were showing gameplay and describing the trailer and the game.
Yeah.
But it looked really good.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah. I mean, yeah. But like I said, what else? Of course, just the three heavy hitters that Sony showed. Spider-Man. What's it? No Last Day. What's it called again?
Days Gone.
Days Gone. I can't get that guy's name. And Gears Out of War.
Yeah.
I'm excited for those. Scalebound, Forza Horizon, Recore, Gears of War 4. I'm excited for
Tekken.
those. Tekken, I'm excited for that. And Justice, I'm excited for that. I'm surprised we didn't see any NBA 2K at fucking E3 this year. Of course, I'm excited for fucking that. And EA, where the fuck is my fight night? I need another fight night.
Slacking. I thought they were gonna come out with another Skate 4, and they didn't even.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna do that, but no, they didn't. But EA's conference was really bad to me.
Bro, I'm from the mindset that EA, Ubisoft, and Bethesda doesn't need a conference. They have their games. Their games are going to appear on the PlayStation and the Xbox. So why are you just let them show your goddamn games? At the end of the day, man. But overall, I'm gonna say it again. I think the gamers won E3. Both sides. We're happy about the multi-platform. We're finally getting our games. We're getting more powerful hardware, and we're finally getting our goddamn games. I was happy for Sony's. I was real. This is the first E3 from Sony that I was really pleased with their conference. Microsoft games, not that I'm not excited for. I've been talking about these games forever, but I knew that they were coming. But I was more excited about Microsoft and now the Scorpio. I can't wait to get my hands on that. So I'm just excited and I'm happy to be a gamer. And fuck you, paying. I'm not choosing. I think everybody did a good job, man. And you know, man, but Sony did that goddamn that Spider-Man that God of War, you motherfuckers. You know, I was remember we doing say this before we get the hell out. We was doing the BGSC because I can't get my channel working, me and Crab. We was doing it on Moose channel and doing a live conference. And I was like, I'm looking for a part right now to start hating on Sony. We can't show this VR shit. I'm looking for some shit to start hating on Sony, but they had a really, I gotta say, man, those games. That's that's Sony's strong suit. Their presentation. You gotta realize that maybe Sony is a movie studios. You know what I mean? The fact that they had the orchestras there playing, hyping. That's what Sony do. They show well. You know, I know we're not getting those fucking games to 25 when the world blows up. But fuck it, I know that they're in development and that they're coming. But at the end of the day, so yeah, man, and that's about it, man. We may be a little funky. I'm gonna try to fucking close because my Forza. I'm sorry, not my Forza. My Google Chrome is fucking froze. So I'm gonna try to end the call. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at the edit this, but I'm gonna see if we can come back into it and see if it opens back up for me. All right, I'm gonna close it now. Force quit. See if it quits. Come on, the bitch is just stuck here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop the broadcast now. I had to hop out and come back in this bitch. I'm gonna stop it right now. But thank you guys for rocking out with me. And yeah, I'll say it again. I think the game is 1E3, man. I think the game is 1E3. We out of here, man. Bang bang.